It's Browns-Ravens on Sunday in Baltimore. Mary Kay, let's talk about this game and what the Browns have in store for them. And let's start with that Ravens defense, because they got off to a fantastic start against Cincinnati. They intercepted Andy Dalton 4 times. As Hugh Jackson said, those interceptions came in a variety of ways, and they shut out the Bengals in week 1. That defense is off to as good a start as you can get.
It really is, and not only that, they sacked him 5 times. So I think it was the first time in team history they've had 5 sacks and 4 interceptions in one game. It doesn't happen very often in NFL history either.
And Terrell Suggs is really, again, still for so long the driving force. He had a tipped pass on one of those interceptions, and he's just always a handful for this Browns offense.
He really is. He has more sacks against the Browns than any other team, and that's 17 sacks. And again, we've talked about this. Most of those did not come against Joe Thomas, the future Hall of Famer, but they find a way to move Terrell around so that he can get loose and get to that quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. But he's always disrupted everything for the Browns, and he is, that with a rookie quarterback in there, Terrell Suggs is going to be on the top of his game. He also has 9 passes defensed against the Browns.
Yeah, not just the Browns, but he is second among active players in sacks is Terrell Suggs. Now, offensively, of course, we know about Joe Flacco. Every now and again, some consistency from Flacco, but as Hugh Jackson reminded us, he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He can get the ball down the field. He's got a big arm, and he loves to beat the Browns.
He really does. He's 15-2 against the Browns. Now, the thing about Joe Flacco right now is the fact that he's coming off of a back injury. He missed all of preseason, and there was some question as to whether or not he would even start that opener, but he did. Only attempted 17 passes, completed 9 of them, but with 1 more week under his belt, he should be even more ready to go.
And he does have some down-the-field targets. Mike Wallace, best last year in 50-plus yard receptions in the NFL, and second since 2009. Of course, Jeremy Maclin there as well. He had a nice game on Sunday, and the running game is holding him up. Old friend Terrence West, 19 carries, 80 yards, and Buck Allen, 21 carries, 71 yards. So Baltimore's running the football.
They are, and that Terrence West is going to want to have a little extra for the football team that let him go. So, he will be very, very fired up for this game. Again, he's running very well, and they'll have to watch out for him. Like you said, Joe Flacco has some good downfield threats in Wallace and Maclin, and, now if he's got the back to get into that throw, he will definitely take those shots.
The good news is the Browns were very good against the run against Pittsburgh. They held Le'Veon Bell down a little bit, even though he had missed some time. It was his first game back. Still, they did a very good job against the run. Greg Williams is going to have this team ready. The only issue is they're again going to be without Myles Garrett.
Well, you know what? They're going to find out very quickly if they were that good against the run because Le'Veon Bell was so rusty and had missed all of preseason in his contract holdout, or if they are that much improved against the run. They will find out against West and Allen this week, but they are definitely committed to stopping the run, and it'll just be a matter of can they do it this week.
And one last thing, the Browns did not run the ball successfully against Pittsburgh, speaking of the run game, and they're going to have to get that going to help out their rookie quarterback.
Well, I have to wonder this week if they might not give Duke Johnson an opportunity to run the ball a little, or if they'll keep him more in that receiver role. It'll be very interesting to see how that works because Isaiah Crowell had a hard time making the yards last week for whatever reason. Part of it was the fact that the offensive line, they were working together for the very, very first time. That fivesome. So, maybe now they have their mojo down and they can get Crowell blocked up and get him going.
Browns and Ravens, 1 o'clock. It's at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and we'll have full coverage of it at cleveland.com/Browns.